So, hello everyone, and welcome back to Divine Rebel. My name is Racy, and I'm going to be giving the messages for you today. These are the secret code name lucky stars, new moon in Aquarius with Jupiter conjunct Venus readings. I'm super excited. If you got your secret code name, you know which one is yours. There are 3 parts to this series because I did not cap the number of slots that I had open. So there's going to be 3 parts altogether. This is part 1. All right, the secret code names in this part are Gold Dust Magic, Through the Looking Glass, Masquerade Ball, Glitz Glamour, Yellow Flicker Beat, Like the Song, and Cookie Monster. Okay, those are going to be the 6 secret code names for this part of the event. Okay, if you did not purchase a secret code name, that's fine. You pick which one you resonate to. I am sure there is a message in there for you. Today, I'm going to be using my Chakra Insight Oracle cards, as well as my Naked Heart Tarot, my Sacred Rebels deck by Alana Fairchild. I'm going to be using this one, and my Power of Love deck, all right, by James Van Praagh. I'm super excited, especially for the Sacred Rebels card, because with all this Aquarian energy and Aquarius being like the rebel of the zodiac, I just thought it was super fitting. So, shall we get started? All right, first secret code name at 144, Gold Dust Magic. All right, Spirit, please. Spirit, please. What is healing with this beautiful new moon? What chakra's energy is manifesting? What chakra is it? Oh, we got 2. Sacral chakra, throat chakra. Hey! You got untold things to say to your mother. Or if your mother needs to say some things to you, that could be definitely coming through. Or if you as a mother have things that you need to say to your children, whether it's apologies or healings or things like that, or vice versa, you might be getting appreciation from your kids. For the person you're choosing to be or grow into, especially over the next couple weeks with this moon, right as it manifests and we go towards the full moon at the end of the month. Sacral chakra, throat chakra. This also embodies joy and truth. Okay, this is the release of guilt and the release of lies that we tell to the self, right? So big important releases here. Get very much in touch with your ability to create the best that you possibly can, because you are capable, and to speak the truth from a vulnerable and loving place, because the truth is what sets us free, right? We all have made mistakes and could have done things better. And sometimes we also have to clue people in on the mistakes that they've made and teach them how they could have handled it better or done better. Okay, so with that, let's get some insights over what is going on, Spirit. Naked Heart Tarot for secret code name Gold Dust Woman. What is it they need to know with these energies? Again, that joy energy, 3 of Cups. Okay. You might have a child with the Page of Pentacles that could have been aware of a third-party situation that weighed heavy on your heart with the 3 of Cups and the 5 of Cups. Even if they don't know exactly sure, even if they're not exactly sure what it is, they know that your energy was distracted for a while. and it may have affected them. It may have hurt their heart more than you may realize. Because if you flash back, they might have put their guard up with you since then. You may have been aware of this energy with your own parents' dynamics, or maybe you were aware that you were sad because they were distracted and didn't know why, and it made you feel guarded because there's things you can't see. So just with that energy alone, you have an opportunity with this Page of Pentacles. You have an opportunity to recreate joy where there was sadness, and maybe heal the monkey mind and start taking down the walls, taking down the guard, and reestablishing a certain sense of trust and dependability. All right, what can't you see? The Fool, Temperance, Two of Pentacles. All right. The Fool is a fresh new beginning, and the Temperance is alchemizing. This is things coming into balance. Look at that fucking energy. Like, holy shit. This is a unicorn and a snake. This is a magical healing, right? Because this unicorn snakes are extremely, well, they're known for their animal medicine. It's a deep heal. And so is the unicorn, okay? This might be healing the Lilith energy in your own chart. If you know where your Lilith placement is, that could be a key to unlocking this new fresh start for you. And your Sagittarian energy, because the Fool is Uranus, okay? This could be your Uranus placement as well. And Temperance is Sagittarian energy. I know who you are and who the secret code name is. So if you have specific questions about that, you just reach out to me. We'll talk about this. But yeah, if you've resonated to the secret code name, then there's definitely a new start in alchemizing that goes along with this message for you. The Two of Pentacles is, in this specific deck, always about a matter of time. This is about the ideal and the reality, right? Two of Pentacles is usually about the ideal versus the reality and the juggling between the two. And it's only a matter of time before one moves into the other, where the reality moves into the ideal. And I think that's what this healing is offering you, a chance to manifest the truth, a chance to manifest the truth, which is wonderful. I just keep feeling like this huge balancing of energy, because this is just super standing out. This is a masculine and feminine and union energy within the self, you know, with this kind of fiery red-orange color and this blue color. This is the head and the heart making a very balanced decision to take an action from a loving place that understands how others, especially if they were younger than you, could have misinterpreted your behavior and taken it personal and got defensive or got guarded. You'll know if that's accurate, because if you were distracted for a while or your energy was off and they started rebelling or having an attitude with you, that's probably why they were picking up on your energy. They were picking up on your energy. I definitely do feel that. And I feel like you have a fresh start to explain the best way that you can. You know, you don't necessarily have to go into details, but almost admitting, like, you know, yes, I know I was distracted for a while, and I know that I wasn't mentally or emotionally present for you, and I apologize, you know, I'm sorry, you know, like, I'm human and I was going through a very difficult time, and I'm sorry that, you know, bled off on you, you know. What's the guidance for this, Spirit, please? Sacred Rebel. Really, more journey energy. Every journey starts with a single step. Crown chakra is completely lit. Putting out the divine downloads you've been receiving. Putting out the epiphanies and sharing them that you've been receiving. This is big. This is a big step forward. This is a lot of energy that's allowing you to heal in your journey. Card number 12, this is a completely different perspective shift too. What's the remember card, please, Spirit? Yeah, like you're shedding layers. You're shedding layers of guilt, that sacral chakra healing. You're not allowing yourself to lie to the self anymore. You know, denial is a form of lying. When we deny the truth, you know, that we didn't cause certain harms or whatever, that we're not at fault. Well, maybe it's not our fault. And we have an inkling that it is. It usually is. And coming out with the truth and releasing that feeling of guilt that's on the subconscious is a big deal. Remember cards are, yeah, willingness and evolution. Remember, you are able to compromise if the end result is love. And you realize that obstacles are merely lessons on your path to love. And I think you're teaching this too. As you accept your willingness to compromise and your willingness to accept fault, or your willingness to accept your part in things, and maybe you're willing to confront your mother who maybe went through things and never explained it to you. You know, maybe she went through things and never explained to you and you took it personal. And that's what's repeating in the manifestation in your own situation, you know, with your own family, and you don't even realize maybe how you repeated that cycle on your children. Being willing to evolve is recognizing that these types of lessons are literally just a method to the madness as far as getting to where we were always meant to be. Recognizing how we intentionally or unintentionally hurt someone else with our choices, and being able to allow them that recognition of being hurt without them having to express or project the hurt to let you know they're hurt. Because if someone's expressing hurt and projecting hurt, it's because they are. If they're projecting it at us, chances are good that we were the one that caused it. So I hope this helps. I hope this helps. I feel like I have to read from the book. I didn't necessarily intend to, but I feel like I have to read something in here. Let me just read what the beginning says. It says, yes, you're on a journey. It is an internal journey, but there is also a physical expression of this journey that's going to become increasingly important to the fulfillment of your destiny in this lifetime. Your journey has started on the inside, but its destination will be the physical expression of an internal healing. Say that's exactly, this is the expression of the internal healing. It's going to be a key thing. Things in the vibration of your energy are going to shift because it's a subconscious level that you didn't realize was draining you, and you're healing that drain, right? This journey will draw upon what you have learned and mastered over the course of your life, so much so that you may feel as though your life experiences have prepared you just for this particular adventure. You have all that you need within you. This is not a time to worry about what you are going to take with you. From within your heart, you will sense what needs to come along for the ride and what is best left behind. Yeah, you're leaving this guilt and this lie to the self behind. You're leaving these subconscious wounds behind. You're allowing yourself to evolve better than your mother was. You're allowing yourself to be a better version than your ancestral karma, right? And that's a big deal. So bless your lucky stars. Blessed are your lucky stars. I hope that gives you some wonderful insights into the next step to take in order to move forward in your own journey and achieving your own destiny, because that's what this is all about. It's all about alignment. And if 99% is not 100, then we are tuning in, right? Then we are tuning into that 100% level, chipping away one thing at a time until we achieve it. because that's what we do. Because that's what we do. All right. Next secret code name is Through the Looking Glass. We're going to start that. 15. All right. Spirit, please. Secret code name. Through the Looking Glass. What is the healing that is happening during this time, Spirit? What chakra is being lit for this healing in order to bring in the energy of our lucky stars? What is the chakra focus, please? The inner child. Solar plexus chakra work. All right, the keywords are playfulness, lightheartedness, innocence, and wonder. Butterfly energy, rainbow energy. This is about opening up all your chakras, to be completely fair. This is about transforming how you intrinsically believe about life. How you intrinsically believe about life. Like, life is a joy. Life is something to be taken lightly. It's not meant to be taken so seriously. If something is in the way, if something is being blocked, like, have a lot of fun with what's flowing. Have a lot of fun not caring about when things happen or how things happen or anything like that. Like, take responsibilities to your vision off the table and just live your life. You know, I'm not saying throw your responsibilities out the window. I mean, we have responsibilities, but I mean that you feel responsible to achieve certain things in a certain time or in a certain way. Like, if you think about Alice in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass and all that it was about with, you know, the Jabberwocky and the Mad Hatter, and, you know, the fact that she left reality to go play in the fantasy world that was very real for her. You might consider writing. Just note, you might consider writing something fun, some form of expression. Like, allow your inner child to kind of run a little wild. Take a leap of faith on something. If you always kind of sort of wanted to write, I could feel your inner child shaking its head like, yes. You always had this idea that you were going to write certain things. Now might be the time. All right, let your inner child play. Allow yourself to not necessarily, like, if things are not having to get done today and it's not your responsibility as far as you know, other people are involved, it's just a responsibility that you've put on yourself. Allow yourself time to put the responsibility down for a minute and have some fun. Have some fun. All right, Spirit, please, what insights can you give us for secret coding Through the Looking Glass that will help them with this energy? The Sky Father, the Emperor. Clarity, please. Here's that movement of swords, the Knight of Swords. That could also, that's the communication and or the writing. The Devil and the Innocence of Cups. You might have sexy tales to write. The Devil could definitely be sexy tales with this. Very emotional, but initiating energy, like spark energy, because pages are initiation cards. Maybe you've had this fantasy you've wanted to write about since you were a kid. Might be time to write. Might be time to indulge. Might be time to indulge in your more innocent or less mature. Because we don't always have to be so serious. Sometimes we're allowed to have like our heart on our sleeve kind of energy, you know what I mean? We don't always have to be so cautious and everything else. Yeah, Hanged Man, different perspective on the bottom. That's the whole point. Three of Cups, finding your joy, is on top. This is about play. Definitely about play with the dolphins. What else? Anything else? Pay special mind. Forgive me. Pay special mind, because you may be seriously tired of feeling responsible, to be fair. Pay mind to your Mars energy, your Aryan energy, and your Capricornian energy. Aries and Capricorn. They're both cardinal signs. And this is, you know, about taking the lead. Cardinal signs are about taking the lead. Definitely initiative. Allowing yourself to be the director. You might even want to draw people in and wake up their young heart. You know what I mean? If they've been too serious for so long, you know, this could be a time where you start to bring the playful, devilish innocence out in other people, you know what I mean? Who kind of always, or haven't in a long time, talked about that naughty shit. Get somebody flustered or get someone's wheels spinning just to talk about it might inspire someone. It's Kundalini energy for sure. Sexual energy and Kundalini energy kind of go hand in hand. You add creativity to that and a little confidence. It's like magic. What's the guidance card, Spirit? Yeah, get lost in the world of fantasy. You might find a lot out about yourself to heal through the process. It could definitely end up being lucrative with the devil there. It could definitely end up being monetarily lucrative. Don't doubt that. Though, do not doubt your skill. You have fun with it. Watch what fun creates. What's the guidance card, Spirit? Yeah, dream a beautiful dream. Inner trust and legacy of light. 2 and 7 add up to 9 and 19. You're allowed to dream big. You're allowed. You're allowed to ripple. You're allowed to radiate. You have no idea how much fun your inner child having and how far it could reach. It could light up the very center of someone's world. Trust your inner child. Trust the things you've always wanted to do since forever. Because there's a reason. There's a reason. Just saying. Just saying. You can draw on all kinds of inspiration for stuff like this. Remember cards. Yeah, creativity. I'm telling you, Spirit's kind of bringing it home for you. The message is crystal fucking clear. You deserve, right? Remember, creativity. You love to devise new ideas, innovation, and forms of illumination. You know how much healing you can tie into stories like this and how many lessons you can tie into stories like this, where they take people through the gamuts of, you know, emotion and passion and all of those things, and reminiscing and nostalgia and Also, you know, that idea of letting go and loving beyond, and all of those sacred things, like really take people through the amusement park, so to speak. And there's all different kinds of rides. There's the lazy river, there's the roller coaster, there's the merry-go-round, like, and they all have a different vibration. Like, you could tie all the fun house, right? The mirrors and all this shit. Like, you can really do a lot with where you can take someone writing. Like, even my flame and I were talking about books the other day, and he's like, you know, you take a moment and leave your world to jump into someone else's. When you read books, you jump into their world. It's no different. You're creating a whole world that not only can you jump into, but other people can too. So I hope that helps. I hope that helps, because that unlocks your lucky stars. It unlocks your lucky stars. All right. Moving forward, Masquerade Ball, 2616. Okay. Here we go. Spirit, please. What is the healing? What is the healing being highlighted? What chakra is being highlighted to unlock this energy? What do we need to know, please? For secret code name Masquerade Ball. Possessions, root chakra, and emotional balance. The heart chakra. All right, this is about belongings, finances, assets, and treasures, as well as stability, harmony, peace, and fluidity. When I was reading off these words here, if you have things or possessions that belonged to exes or were given to you from exes, it's time to let them go. That's all I heard. It's time to let them go. It's old energy that you need to let go of. Also, if there's things that you, when you wear them, if you remember a certain time in your life that is no longer a part of who you are, it's one thing to store it and put it in a closet. That's not what Spirit's talking to me about right now. It's asking me to let you know it's time to let that energy go. It's holding energy and keeping it in your space. It's time to let that old version of yourself go. Okay. Things that you're not using anymore, that are just sitting around, becoming dust collectors. It's time to make your space super manageable. And then sage, like smudging and saging your home, for sure. Okay, you could say that's what I'm seeing in the crystal ball. This is about trust. This is about trust and not fearing that if you lose something, it won't be replaced with better, right? This is almost like a metaphorical release. You're releasing the old because you know you're making room to replace it with better. Let the old stuff go so that the new can come in, literally, okay? Literally, let the old energy go so that there's room for new energy to come in. And emotional balance, about stability, harmony, peace, and fluidity. And that's what I'm seeing here, because I'm almost, even though the rainbow is technically flowing out of the cup, it almost looks like it's pouring in. Like Spirit's pouring the rainbow in your full cup. Heart chakra healing, loving yourself, allowing Spirit to come in, releasing your old possessions, releasing the old energy. This is a big deal. 727 are the numbers. Okay, so you might be seeing synchronicities like that. Yeah, for sure. All right, Spirit. What insights, please, are coming with the unlocking of these lucky stars? What do they need to know? That's too many. What else? Okay. Bridges. Bridges. The Eight of Cups transforms into the Four of Pentacles because the Death card is the bridge between them. So with the Eight of Cups being emotional unfulfillment in the past, because this bear is facing the past on the card, where you had to protect yourself and maybe walk away because you were unfulfilled in things, allowing that energy to transform into stability in the reality, allowing the transformation to happen so that you have, like, you're gonna have plenty. The squirrel buries a million fucking things in the ground knowing it ain't possibly gonna fucking find them all. But if it don't, it's just gonna grow a tree that grows more of whatever the fuck it was storing. You know what I mean? It's transforming into that mindset that you can't lose anything. The Five of Wands is the bridge from that energy into the Fool, and that's in reverse, technically. Releasing the inner conflict starts the brand new beginning with this unicorn magic, this deep healing, healing the Lilith energy and allowing yourself to take a leap of faith on self-discovery. Don't think you have capped your ability to manifest and have everything that you need and blah, blah, blah. And that, you know, maybe you do have everything you need. You have no idea what more could possibly come in when you allow it to transform. You have things that other people could use that you're just not using. The sentiment isn't necessarily worth holding on to. I'm hearing even if they've passed away. You don't need more than a photograph in your mind, technically. You know, memories in here and in here are more than enough. We don't need to keep things and keep items because they really do hold a lot of energy that's just not necessary for us anymore moving forward. Unless it was a gift from your father, keep that one. Secret code name Masquerade Ball. If you think about that too, the code name, the mask that hides the face is an item. So in order to reveal your true self, you have to get rid of the items. But if it was something like a token of love from your father, then keep it. That's all I'm hearing. I'm just a messenger. All right. You'll know how that makes sense for you. Okay, Spirit, what's the guiding energy? What's the guidance? Sacred Rebel Oracle for secret code name Masquerade Ball. What card above all others to help them unlock their lucky stars? Trust yourself. You're getting tons of synchronicities and downloads, especially animal medicine. Look at that card. What is the immediate animal that pops out at you? Because no matter how many times you rewatch this message, one animal or two animals is going to pop out, and you should be Googling their spirit medicine. Trust yourself, trust your nature, trust your ability to evolve, trust chains of events, trust evolution, trust that there's a rhyme and a reason for everything. We're all connected in the world. You know, when we release items we're not using so that someone else can, the love that we had for that item goes with it, and the love that they get from having that item stays. So be aware. Don't think no one's going to love it like you do, because chances are they just might love it more. They just might end up loving it even more. You might make somebody's day because it's the perfect gift for them to give the person they care about so much. You'd never fucking know. Major purge. Major possessions purge. Friendliness. You are able to recognize traits in common with another in order to forge love-based connections. See, I'm feeling like with these two cards tied together, you do have to kind of understand that the universe is your friend. It's your friend. It's not asking you to do anything that isn't in your highest good. You have things in common with spirit. You know, you have things in common with the universe. You're able to forge those connections, those love-based connections with yourself, and let them ripple. Fours are probably synchronistic for you too, because I got the 31, which breaks down to a 4, and the 13, which breaks down to a 4, and the 4 of Pentacles. So we got 4, 4, 4, and that's also 1, 3, 3, 1. So you're definitely getting syncs. You're definitely getting synchronicities. Yeah, remember kindness and present, right? Gifts. We're talking about present. You know, it's the now moment, but I mean, it's the same word, two meanings. So be kind, give gifts, donate things, let it go. You're a humanitarian made of love, and you were able to share that energy with others. Live in the moment, and you were able to bring forth the energy of love in your current circumstances. The present is better than the past, because it's the present that creates the future, not the past. The past only creates our future if we want it to. We don't need any past energies creating a future if we're not necessarily at peace in the present. So whatever you have that you can let go of, start clearing it out. Any old energy. Tell yourself you're not going to let the sentiment get the best of you. You're going to go through your memories and appreciate them for what they are, and let them go. You can even take pictures of yourself like, I'm giving this one away. You know what I mean? Like, finally letting it go, and just have like a collection of a time where you purged all of your beautiful things to give to other people, and create a brand new memory that doesn't allow those things to ever be forgotten while you're giving, right? Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Trust me. You have no idea what kind of shit will come in. And that is the fucking truth. Okay. Next secret code name. 39, 19, Glitz and Glamour. All right, Glitz and Glamour. Now, when I got the ping for the secret code name, I felt like it was two people. Like one person was Glitz and one person was Glamour. Okay, so you figure out which one is you and who your other is, right? Have fun with that. Definitely felt like Glitz and Glamour was like a frickin' frat kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, truly. Okay. So Spirit, please, what chakra has come into play for secret code name Glitz and Glamour? What energy is healing and being used to move forward with their lucky stars? What chakra energy is being used to heal? Oh, solar plexus. Both. Inner child and choice. Playfulness, lightheartedness, innocence, and wonder. Free will, courage, willpower, and change. I feel like you have a little niggling in there. That you're seeing, whether you are glitz and glamour, seeing in the other how they create certain things when they let their inner child go nuts with creativity, what they're creating in their life, the courage that they've had to grow. And I think you're able to flourish with them for sure. But I also think it's prompting you to make choices about what direction you want to take. Even if you can't necessarily jumpstart everything yesterday, but to literally start doing a little more than just getting your ducks in a row or daydreaming. Because this solar plexus chakra energy is very active. Very active in your sun's light, right? Because the solar plexus chakra is also represented very heavily by the sun. Leo energy. And really finding what it is that your light means. You know, your sun sign, what does that mean? Get in touch with that. Get in touch with that, because there's something very special there. And I think that between the two, you know what I'm also feeling? That might be the energy you're in, feeling like you need to be creative because they're creative, or feeling like, feeling like maybe you've lost touch with what sets your soul on fire. Your means to create from a confident place. I think you need to go back and start stripping off the layers. Get back in touch with that inner child energy that wants to go have fun and play. Like maybe you're so hung up on the choices you have to make moving forward that you forgot that kids don't have any. What choices are you making? What? No. Because this card, to be completely fair, you know, this is the dark horse, but you can't see her face. This is where everybody thinks that maybe you wouldn't thrive. Maybe you've convinced yourself you couldn't thrive. Or that you're thriving in different ways. And I always say, if you're convincing yourself of something, you shouldn't need convincing, or it's not in flow. You can make choices of your own free will, but the inner child doesn't need convincing. It either sounds super exciting and they're all in, or they're not. So if the choice isn't having your inner child jump for joy, fuck it. Inner child said, I don't want to. Fine. What do you want to do? Fine. What do you want to do? Let's do that. Okay. Spirit, please. What insights can you give me for Glitz and Glamour with this energy to unlock their lucky stars? Yeah, the Three of Wands, the High Priestess, the Hanged Man, the Two of Pentacles, and the Movement of Pentacles. I think you know what you want to do. With the Three of Wands, you have a journey in mind. You have a journey in mind. There's a window of opportunity and you know it. This is a heart over head decision with the Hanged Man, coming out of your dark place, coming out of the shadow, and being the glitz to the glamour, or the glamour to the glitz, like being that. You know you're wise beyond your years with the High Priestess. You know that you know more than maybe most adults double your age. You know you're more aware and you're in tune. You've got to trust and start making those heart over head decisions and allow your inner child to get excited because your heart feels good doing it. It's not about what makes sense. It's not about the logical choices. It's about having fun. It's about letting your heart light up. And then it's only a matter of time where the ideal starts to become the reality, even if it is a slow process. And you might want to address your Virgoian energy with this card. So you can see the little constellation of Virgo there. Things take time to grow. But once you plant a seed and you start watering the seed, giving it light, I mean, it grows, does it not? It takes less and less care the longer it grows because it's just stable on its own. You got to make a choice on how you're going to let your heart space move forward feeling good with the things that you're choosing. Your heart has to feel better every day with what it's choosing. If it doesn't feel good to choose it, think of something else. Think of a different solution. If the child wants to run amok, okay, how can we make it a choice that feels good to move forward with? Allow yourself to be found there. The innocence, the wonder, the lightheartedness, the playfulness, like allow the child to experience the joy and the fun and remove the serious restrictions of things. It's almost like letting yourself make a mess. You know what I mean? Like, let yourself make a mess. The mess will get cleaned up. But have the fun, right? But have the fun. Don't not make the mess and not have the fun because you don't want to make a mess kind of thing. Like, allow the mess to be made because the fun is what matters. And the mess can be turned into a fun game too, you know? Cleaning up can be made and turned into a game. So, what is the guidance, please, Spirit, for secret code name Glitz and Glamour? That's definitely that one. Yeah, diving for light. Card number 11. Diving for light is recognizing that you have to go into the subconscious and find out where you learned things. Did your mom not let you make a mess kind of thing? Were you not allowed to have fun and make choices that were fun because there were too much responsibilities attached to it afterwards? You know, are you teaching that to someone else? This is about diving for the light so that you don't repeat the patterns of shadow and darkness. Getting in touch again with that feminine energy that wants to receive joy, and therefore the masculine energy within needs to create the moments of joy. You need to be able to create the ideal in the reality. Even if it takes time to adjust and get into that vibration of new habits. What's the remember card? Spirit, what do they need to remember to unlock their lucky stars? Yeah, creativity and freedom. Remember, you love new ideas, innovations, and forms of illumination, releasing any self-imposed restrictions or perceived limitations through the loving energy of openness. Have fucking fun. Have fucking fun. Take the restrictions off. Take the restrictions off. I think that might have been the best example. It's like your mother not allowing you to have fun because it would make a mess. No, you can't have fun like that because it'll make a mess. It's like, okay, so I made a mess. So what? Then we'll clean it up. Let the child inside know. Let the child reflecting in your outer know, like, all right, like, we're going to have a blast. It's going to make a huge mess, but as long as you don't mind helping me clean it, you know what I mean? Like, we can have a blast. And the next time we want to have a blast and have fun and make a mess, that's fine. Because as long as you help me clean it up after, we'll always have fun. The mess isn't a big deal. Messes can be cleaned. Right? It's like that kind of energy. Allow yourself to become unleashed, which is 51 on the timer. Allow yourself to really shift into this new initiation kind of energy, this vibration of unconditional love energy. Let your inner child fucking rip. All the things you wanted to do as a kid that your parents said, no, you can't do that. Like, you've got to make the choice to have fucking fun. Be confident in who you are, because you're not them. You're a better parent than they were, as was their intention. Parents always want their children to be better than they were. So here's your time to shine and do that, right? Here's your time to shine and do that. All right, moving on. Secret code name, Yellow Flicker Beat. 52, 43. Yellow Flicker Beat. And it is, I literally heard the song from Lord, Yellow Flicker Beat. If you haven't heard that song before, look up the lyrics. It is going to be intrinsically tied to this reading beyond a doubt. I know that. So Spirit, please. What are the chakra cards? Ooh, self-expression and inspiration, throat chakra, crown chakra, vocalization, individuality, inner voice, assertiveness, ideas, spark, conception, and impulse. Oh, this is about you singing your soul song. We've got synchronistic repeating spirals of energy on the cards. Sound and light. I feel like you're going to be unlocking something that really challenges others in the fact that they start questioning themselves, like to the point that they might want to call you crazy. When the reality is, in the mirror, they're fucking crazy for not being in the same energy you are. It's a very devil's advocate kind of feeling with the energy. The adversary. The person that makes them wonder as they judge what you're choosing, if maybe they really got it all wrong, because you're so authentic and so individual and so inspiring that they might actually, in their own ego, judge the way you live because you're so fucking free. I just heard that. I'm like a bird, I'll only fly away. Like, yo, like, I'm sorry, like, if you're not inspiring me, like, get the fuck out of my energy. you're not helping me express this beautiful inner voice that I have, and you're not allowing my soul to sing, and you're trying to tell me to shut the fuck up and be in this box, like, fuck you. Fuck you. Love and light, fuck you. God bless. You don't know yourself yet, right? God bless you. You don't know yourself yet, but I know me. But I know me. I'm sorry you don't know yourself yet, but shit. Now that I know who I am, I can't forget. Can't fucking forget. Can't ignore it. I love this bitch. I love this bitch right here. Fucking love her. Like, yo. People can fucking hate all day. They can judge all day. They can try and crack me all day. I'm just going to fill that shit with fucking gold. Go ahead, leave the cracks. I'm just going to get more authentic on you. Go ahead, try and fucking break me. I'm going to get more authentic on you. Yo. I love that. That's going to help you unlock your lucky stars. All right, Spirit, insight, please. Ace of Cups. So people are gonna fucking fall in love with you. They're gonna fall in love with you. The more authentic you get, I shit you not, the more you come into your own. Like middle fingers in the fucking air with a smile on your face. Like, yup, I'm fucking me. Yup. Yup. Spirit fucking loves it too. Spirit fucking loves it too. Really, I have all the lyrics flashing in my head and playing in my head. Oh, let that song get you fucking pumped. Yeah, you're transforming. Death card. Scorpionic energy. You're allowing yourself to transform back in that innocence, that innocent, pure love of self with the white rose. That Ace of Cups, the sun. Yeah, you're transforming into your fucking light. You're transforming into your fucking light, and you're becoming the dark mirror. And we just talked about this in the live that I did just yesterday. Just yesterday. The sun, or the day before, forgive me. The sun, you're literally bringing up the shit in people and you're eating that shit for breakfast. Like, fuck all that. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you got shit down there? Yo, I will rip through that shit. I will be that dark mirror. I will help you find your light by being so fucking authentic. By being so real. Like, you're going to be challenging people to dive for their own light. Major transforming. You're a fucking, like, I'm hearing like you're a fucking angel in their lives. The more authentic you get, because this little Beal here, he's got fucking angel wings. And he's literally reaching up with this dark sun and he's feeling it out. Like he's got feelers. And he's feeling it out. Like you're starting to understand and get a feel for the shadows in people. And you being authentic just fucking heals the shit out of them. You having that cup of love to overflow. Like you can embrace that dark mirror so much and make such a huge difference because you get it. You know, people that have gone through a lot of pain in their life easily recognize the pain in others. They're able to identify it. And if you know how to be yourself in the light mirror and ask the right questions and being the dark mirror, then you can master a whole another level of self. You can master a whole nother level of self. Anything else, Spirit? And I feel with the Eight of Cups being behind you and the Heart of Wands looking forward in front of you, you're letting go of being emotionally unfulfilled and getting in touch with your soul fire, your heart's fire. Sunflowers on the card, total authenticity. You're moving away from this sad, protective version of yourself and moving into the soul fire version of yourself where your heart's lit. Queen of Wands always reminds me of like a female magician card, but straight up soul fire. I'm coming in hard. This is the start. Ah. All right, what's the guidance, energy, spirit? What's the guidance for yellow flicker beat? Yeah. Spirals of manifestation, right? We're talking about these fucking spirals. Got spirals of manifestation. Everything, what comes around goes around, first off. And nothing is ever lost. Alignment is crazy. So just know, if you had opportunities in the past that you missed, once you get into that authentic light, and you can even see those feathers, right? This repeating synchronicity of feathers that we have with this card and the bird, right? And this card, like you might be getting feathers, and if someone has passed away that it was close to you, they're letting you know they have your back 100%. They're giving you their wings, right? They're helping you soar. You're finding your own here because you're manifesting it, you know, within yourself. It's knowing that everything in your life that you felt you missed out on starts coming back around. Cycles that needed to close, that didn't close, you didn't get the closure that you wanted or needed, like all of those things come back around. You're able to heal things that you didn't think would ever heal. You're going to be able to heal things you forgot needed to be healed. You're going to be on a huge upswing, okay, of energy, a huge upswing. So be prepared for the rise, because that's definitely fucking coming. I'm gonna have that song in my head all day. All right, remember cards. Is that, no, that's the only one? Okay. Vision. Remember vision. No matter what, you see the bigger picture of a loving, just universe. The universe is going to show you just how much it loves you and how just it is. Oh. People that caused you suffering, they're gonna watch you fucking thrive while they're in their own suffering, and you might not even realize it. They're gonna be going through a hard time, and they're gonna be watching you fucking thrive and shine and fucking being yourself and loving your light, and they're gonna fucking hate it inside, because how did you get so happy? People that thought they broke you, that made it their fucking inner diabolical mission to break you, are gonna watch you be fucking happy, flying, inspiring with your authenticity, and they're gonna fucking hate it, because not only did they not achieve the vibration you're in, they couldn't keep you from hitting it, and they didn't hit it themselves. Karma's a bitch. Karma's a bitch. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Real note. Fucking real note. Yo, the happier you get, yo, just know, all karmic debts will be fucking paid. All karmic debts will be fucking paid. That's fucking awesome. I can't help but fucking laugh. I can't help but fucking laugh. I can't, because a part of me secretly just really fucking loves this energy. Like, yeah, they fucking hurt me. Yeah, they tried to fucking break me. And not only did they not do it, they fucking hate that they couldn't. They hate it. They fucking hate it. Oh, man. Oh, man. Karma has its fucking day. Karma's having its fucking day. Thank your lucky stars. It's having its fucking day. Yo. All right. Secret code name. Cookie Monster. 1 hour, 5 minutes, 30 seconds. Secret code name Cookie Monster. All right. Secret code name Cookie Monster. Spirit, what is the chakra healing going on that is being tuned into in order to unleash these lucky stars? What is the chakra energy we can focus on in the healing so that we can unlock our lucky stars? Forgiveness, heart chakra, letting go, healing, growth, and compassion. You got to be able to forgive the people that put you through the storms, that took you through the dark places, that are helping you wish for things. Because it's when we wish for things that we start to tune into the solution-oriented energy that we can be in. The faith perspective that we could be in. That there is a rainbow after the storm. You know, when we wish for the storm to be over and it finally is. Like, you've got to be able to forgive your past so that the past doesn't get pulled into your future and repeat. If people have hurt you, in any way, or took from you, took your spirit from you, took your love from you, you have to be able to forgive them because they were in a draining vampiric energy and didn't know how to fill their own selves up when you were obviously able to do that. You knew what love was and how to give it in order to achieve reciprocal energy. They weren't capable of reciprocating, and that's not your fault. It's not your fault that you were called to give to someone who was not able to reciprocate. So if you feel like you have given of yourself, given of your heart, given of your light, given of your energy to someone who hurt you, who caused you to not understand why they weren't reciprocating, forgive them. They didn't realize what they were losing when they were hurting you. They didn't realize what it was going to cost them. Don't let that pain that they put on you make you feel like what you gave was not good enough. It was obviously too good for them. And yet you gave anyway, which is why the rainbow comes in. Because when we give anyway for someone else who's in such a stormy place, and we allow the storm to pass and stop giving to vampiric energies that don't reciprocate or don't seize the opportunity that you're giving them to co-create with you, you got to send them off in love and light and know that they can't break you and they can't hurt you and they can't bring you down. They can't bring you down. They can't affect you in such a profound way that you would stop giving or forget what reciprocal love energy and what real true co-creation energy with someone else is. It's not your fault. You were dealing with someone who was fucked up in their own subconscious beliefs and you couldn't see or change what they were perceiving at the time. I'm hearing it on repeat like it wasn't your fault, it wasn't your fault, it wasn't your fault. You didn't do anything wrong. You couldn't have done anything better. You didn't do anything wrong. You couldn't have done anything better. And if you snapped into your shadow, it was because that person was drawing on self-punishment, drawing on self-loathing, and pulled it out of you to feel it. They wanted to feel like a shitty person because they feel like a shitty person, and so they drew it out of you so that you can confirm it for them. You did nothing wrong. Secret code name Cookie Monster. You did nothing wrong. Cookies are wonderful. You don't need to eat too many. You have no reason to. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. I mean, I could feel the electricity all over my body. You couldn't have done anything better. Not a single thing. And if you could think of something that was like, well, maybe I could have done that better. No, you couldn't have done a single thing better than you did. You did everything that was required from a beautiful heart space. And now you have to forgive them for shitting on it. And not allow that shittiness to project out of you for the next person who actually deserves all of your best self. Allow your heart to heal from being beaten by someone who didn't know how to love and reciprocate. They didn't know how to co-create with a legit fucking partner. Whether they were a romantic partner or a friend or a family member, like whoever they were, you know who they are. Forgive them. They didn't know what the fuck they were doing. You are not at fault. Let it go. Let the pain go. You are not at fault. You have a beautiful heart and you know how to love. You know how to love. You didn't fuck up. You did not fuck up. Yeah, Heart of Cups, Queen of Cups. Your love is so fucking deep. Your love is so fucking deep. Especially if they were a soulmate that you spent past lifetimes with. You recognize their soul, you recognize their pain, you tried to love them, they weren't ready to fucking heal it yet. You couldn't dive deep enough to save them, that's fine. You did nothing wrong, Queen of Cups. You did nothing wrong. Your heart is fucking beautiful and big. It didn't make mistakes. Not loving like it did. Not loving how it did. Don't ever tone down how much you care. How deep you're willing to go. For the people you love. Just make sure that in the future there's someone who can reciprocate and are not going to throw you into a storm. But don't change how deep and how beautiful your love is. Don't change it even a little bit. No, not even a little bit. Love like there's no fucking tomorrow and that you're going to plan the rest of your life with love in it. Sky Father. You'll find your Emperor. The Queen of Cups is looking right at him, heading right towards it. He's going to rock your world. He's going to be the shining star in your universe. He's going to see your heart for what it is because you're not hiding it away. You're not afraid that loving that big or loving that way is going to hurt you. And he's going to, whoever this is going to recognize it. You recognize it and they're going to recognize it. They're going to see you for the star that you are. And you're going to be the star in their eyes. They're going to look back at the person who hurt you like, what a fucking fool. What a fucking fool. Yeah, releasing the Nine of Swords. Flew out in the reverse. The ending of nightmare. The ending of anxiety. The ending of the mental fucking shitstorm. The end of the storm. Really, the release of nightmares. The Nine of Swords flew out in the fucking reverse. It wasn't your fault. What else? I think the reason why you're so upset is because you've been giving yourself a hard time, feeling like you could have or should have or would have done something better. Maybe you feel bad because, you know, it affected children. Maybe your children are still having a hard time with feeling like their love wasn't good enough. Because we got the Eight of Swords there with the Innocence of Cups. So we have the Heart of Cups, or the Mother of Cups, and the Innocence of Cups with the Devil. You might feel like they're looking at this person who hurt you like they're the devil, because this Innocence of Cups is looking straight at the devil. Like they were a nightmare. And they have to find forgiveness for that person too, because that person was truly ignorant. And if they were a hurt person inside, hurting people, good people, then they need fucking prayers. They need fucking prayers, and you could teach your child to pray for them, because they had the best love they could have possibly asked for with the two of you and blew it. What a sad person they have to be to reject love like that, to reject beauty like that. They have to be in a pretty fucking bad place. It's sad to be them. It's sad to be whoever the stormy nightmare devil was. They're sad inside. Feel unlovable inside. Don't know how to love and reciprocate, because no one ever really gave them love like you did. Showed them consideration like you did. They had no idea what the fuck that was or how to give it back. That's sad. They lived a sad life. Don't hate this person. Pray for that person. Pray for that person. They need prayers. They need fucking prayers. They missed a serious opportunity, being fucking cold and callous and calculating. I guarantee it. They wouldn't let the love in. They wouldn't let themselves go there. They might have learned at a young age that loving people, even their mother, is painful. They want to love their mother, but loving their mother is painful. You have no idea. Pray for them. Pray for their healing. Pray that they can find happiness in themselves so that they stop hurting inside and they can stop hurting good people. Like the Queen and the Innocence of Cups. You have to remind the child, as the Heart of Cups with the Innocence of Cups, you have to remind them it's safe to love. It is safe to love. Sometimes there's people out there that don't know how to love back, and that's okay. When we meet those people, we let them go with love and we pray for them. Because you got to be a really sad person on the inside to reject pure love. Love that runs deep, that tries and gives chances. You've got to pray for those people. They didn't know what the fuck they were doing. They didn't know. They didn't know what the fuck they were doing. They're emotionally ignorant. It's not your fault. It's not their fault either. Don't let the scars from that person who was hurt the two of you. Because whoever hurt you hurt them just as bad. Keeping love from them. You gotta forgive that person. They're a sad person. That's all I keep hearing. They're a sad person. Like, it makes me want to cry. They're fucking sad. They're sad on the inside. Okay. Guidance cards. New birth, guarded vigilante, and defend to the end the worthwhile. This person's not going to get that love and consideration from you anymore. You kind of have to be stone. Both of these cards show stone figures. You can't let them hurt you anymore. With a fierceness, you might have to drop some serious wisdom bombs on them. With the owl on the crown and the tears flowing, you might have to drop some serious fucking wisdom on them. Allow the life to grow. Allow, this is a rose right there. The leaves are roses, but there's no actual blooming buds yet, and the butterflies there. This is about transformation being on your shoulder, your angels being on your shoulder, giving you strength through this process, because whoever hurt you needs a fucking reality check, and they're not ready to receive it either. You might be talking to a brick wall. They're so stunted. And it's almost like having to play hardball. Don't ever lose the size of your heart. Remember, this person is fucking sad. And they can't help it. But don't take their shit. Don't be pushed over. You want to stand guard? You want to stand your ground? You stand it. You put your foot firm down. You be firm with them. They are not allowed to hurt you or your innocence anymore. They are not allowed to hurt you or the innocent anymore. You gotta stonewall the shit out of them. They don't get that. They don't get the best of you anymore. Not until they start putting their fucking best out there. You don't crack for them anymore. You don't take their pain and make it yours anymore. It's not your fault they're fucked up. Yeah, remember, you got priorities. You understand the paramount importance of manifesting love in all situations. You got to teach whoever this innocence is, you have priorities. You got to teach this innocence how to deal with people who do not deserve kindness or consideration or bending over backwards for, and yet still maintaining a heart that is considerate. That you have to love them in a different way, because you can't enable them. You can't enable them to be toxic. You have to love them enough to not enable them to be toxic. The love shifted from pouring over and draining out to filling back up and getting really fucking solid. You will not enable them to be toxic and bring the storm into your day. And if they have to be around, they have to be around, but you don't have to put up with their fucking bullshit. And if this innocence doesn't want to be around the devil, then allow the innocence to know that they're a priority and how they feel is a priority, and they don't have to do anything they don't want to. And you might have to get really fucking solid and drop that wisdom bomb on someone. Don't let whoever that pained soul is put any more pain on you. Or the people that you protect. The people that you guard. The people that you watch over. The people that are your responsibility. That you're teaching them that love is a beautiful thing and love is not painful. Which means that shit is not acceptable. Remember your priorities. Love has many forms. Honesty and truth is one of them. Wisdom is one of them. Patience is one of them. They need to deal with their storm, not you, not them. I hope that helps. Because this unlocks your lucky stars. This unlocks your lucky stars. So, and I'm hearing if you can do that, if you can stop enabling them in their rippling of shitty feelings, their rippling of shitty energy, their rippling of self-loathing, their rippling of self-punishment, if you cannot enable them, they're going to be forced to change. The universe is going to handle it. They're going to be forced to face their own storm, and they're going to have to do it alone because they can't drag anybody in there with them. Beautiful, solid stone. Beautiful, cold stone. Don't enable their bullshit, and you can weather the storm. Truth. All right, so that wraps up part 1. Guys, I love you. I will see you soon for parts 2 and 3. Take care. Bye, everybody.